Hey, welcome back to another review. This is Josh from CollectionDX. Today we are talking about a cool Shinkalion toy, maybe one of the coolest ones that they've put out. This is the Shinkalion CW Hades Shinkalion Destroy. And it's a bullet train that either turns into or comes with a two-headed dog and a bat. So all of that sounds fantastic. And there's another one that you can combine with to make an even cooler one. That will be in another video. This is another item that I got from jpfans.com, where you can create your own account, shop on your own on Japanese shopping sites, and then they handle all the logistics and they just send you a bill and they ship it direct to you, quality control and everything. There's a link in the description if you want to use their service. I highly recommend it. Now, this guy, this guy, it's a pretty big box. It's about, I don't know, 60 bucks in Japan, so maybe 100 bucks here. But the good thing about Shinkalion toys, and even like anything Tomica related, is they tend to go on really deep sales after a period of time. So I think I might have paid $30 for this set. It's incredible looking, and the box art is astounding. And take a look at this thing that you make when you have both. Look at that. I have both. I realized I didn't have the microphone close to my face, so I apologize for that, but I'm not going to do anything about it because, you know. Also worth noting that is that this is compatible with other Shinkalion toys, so you can see that you can combine them with different accessory ones that'll work on plow rail tracks. Amazing. But these do typically require a lot of stickering. So I'm going to do that, and we'll come back and look at this later. Allow me to introduce you to the trains of Hades Shinkalion. This, of course, is the main train, Hades Shinkalion. We are strayed far away from trains that just look like trains. In this series, this is the CW series, which stands for Change the World, season 3 of Shinkalion, and this is Hades. It's a really cool looking demon train. So that is the first one. Then we have two more. We have a dog looking one, and we have a bat looking one. This dog looking one is called Orthros. I've added all the extra bits on it, but it still kind of looks like a train if you get it down, but it's distinctly not a train. But you notice that there was a red side and a blue side. So those are the blue side is called Azure, and the red side is called Crimson. And these weapons are Azure Inferno and Crimson Inferno up there. So you'll see that as a recurring motif through this line. And then we have this one, which is wild, but actually this is a bonus part that doesn't actually live there on the back. This one is called Minyades, and it is a bat. And again, you will see that it has the blue and red sides. And again, I've just sort of added them on here because I like that they can just store most of it. The set does come with some additional parts that you can click onto the trains, but they're not like technically part of the train. I just like to put them there for storage. So these two trains actually connect, and you can take all these bits off to do so. I guess I like to just display them that way. But they have the appropriate connectors here to just connect them right in place, and they fit and work on a play rail or plow rail track. You can also connect this one to this one or any Tomica plow rail trains, but you cannot connect all three trains together. So this train is largely the main train, and you would kind of connect whatever you would normally to it. These two work in a pair. We're going to show you each robot individually, and then we're going to show you the combined Chaos Shinkalion, and then we are going to add all the stuff on it and see the Hades Shinkalion Destroy form. In this mode, he's got good articulation, nice and clicky where it wants to, swivel waist. The head can move a little bit, not a ton, but I mean, he's very toy-like and fun to play with. It's a kid's toy. I mean, they're not made for collectors, they're made for kids. So they come apart instead of breaking apart. They have some stickers that goes on it, and there's added play value when you start adding in the other things to create a powered up mode. This is the Hades Shinkalion kind of on its own right here. So here we have the other two creatures. We have Orthros, which is sort of the two-headed dog, and Minyades, which is the bat. Minyades? I don't know. I was mistaken earlier. This is actually made out of parts from the two trains, and they combine. So you get the two heads from the different trains, front and back from the different trains, some armor parts that will be used later on. There is some articulation in here. Movable head, side to side, up and down, jaws open, legs move. But what's really cool about this line, and a lot of these in general, is that all of these connection points that are just litter these figures are interchangeable with other parts, not only in this toy, but with other toys in the line, and even across some of their other lines that are in the Tomica line, like Drive Head and Hyper City, all that. Like, they're all used as a common connection point. So you could really make some fun connections between it. Another thing you can do is take the parts, the FX parts that are clear, and make them look like they're breathing fire. And either one of these effects parts will work with this figure. It's just a nice touch. This is the bat. It's a little of an awkward piece. Not like, it kind of is like a bat, but I think it's really just a way to take extra parts and make something out of it and include wings. You know, wings do move and stuff, but you really need to kind of have them a certain way to stand, because if they were just out all the way, they would just fall forward. So they really are kind of required to brace it up. But all of these parts are necessary to make the next combination. Not all parts are used. Some parts get used for an even larger combination. So let's look at this next combination. To make the Hades Shinkalion Destroy form, there's a few things we got to do. First is the feet. He gets extra feet, and they plug right in. And here he is, Hades Shinkalion Destroy form. As you can see, he's kind of evenly distributed on the red and blue side, on either side of the body. It's a neat thematic thing. I've never seen the show, so I'm sure if it has some more bearing in the show. But he does get a little top heavy with this backpack on, and it is sort of awkward of a pack. You can kind of do some things, but I do wish it was had a little more flesh to the figure. But you can do it with, you know, the right clicks in place will give you a reasonably sturdy thing. You just have to futz with a little bit. Fully articulated and just damn cool looking. And that's the big thing for me. Like, wow, this is super cool. There, of course, are like a ton of other parts here that aren't used in this mode, but they will be used in another mode when you buy the Phantom Shinkalion, which we will cover in another review. And then we will show you the combined form between this robot and the Phantom Shinkalion together. It's just going to be such a cool set. I'm so excited to do this. If you want one of these, why don't you try out JP Fans? They are an online shopping service, kind of a proxy service for merchants in Japan. That's where I got this. Super handy service that will receive the items, pay for them on your behalf, inspect the items when they arrive, bundle them into one package, and ship them to you in America. What a cool service. I've used them a few times now, and no complaints, right? It's been really, really easy and fun, and I suggest that you try it out and get your own Shinkalion toys. So for now, that's what we're calling this review at the end. This is Josh from CollectionDX.com. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for watching. See you soon.